What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Taco Overlanding, when I discuss all the things, just giving you an honest review. I paid for all the stuff, so you know that this isn't sponsored by any way, but for the moment we've been waiting for, ta-da, I have the deck drawer system. So just to give you a little bit of a rundown, one of the things that I love about this is that it's just camp ready to go in my truck. I absolutely love it. Right away, you can see the big handle in the middle. I do have the one where it's just one giant space. It came with a couple of boxes just ready to go for me to use however I want. Since then, I've added a couple things for me to be camp ready, starting with my poop shovel from Rhino USA if you ever need to do your business. But I have power drill, impact driver, I have stove ready to go, and a couple other things here and there, just so that I can be ready for out being in the wilderness, and also in case if I get stuck. I also have a recovery rope from Rhino USA. That's one of the big companies that I'm looking at right now for when it comes to recovery equipment on my bed rack. I might install some of those the traction boards as well, to give that overlanding look. But for a deck drawer system, I absolutely love it. It does, here's the thing, it does eat up a lot of your bed. That's one of the things that you are gonna have to negotiate with yourself. I don't mind it, like I said. I'd rather have this ready to go for me to pull out, and I can just immediately know where everything's at, and I know it's just ready to go in my truck. So with the deck drawer system, it comes in anchored, as you can see right here. It still has space for you to access your outlet if you have an outlet on your truck bed. On the Tacomas or the Tundras, I don't know if it's compatible or it's easy access with the drawer system and other vehicles. I do like that it comes with like little hidden latches, or I think they call it an ammo can. But I can store some stuff. I have a couple bags. Also have some of the ratchet straps in case if I ever need it. It is kind of hard to open and close. I don't really care, but it does make a lot of noise. And then it does come with two, like what they call stash cans, I believe. They're pretty cool. They're on both sides of the bed, all over there. I don't really use those just because it is supposed to be a little bit more secretive, but there's no locks. The things that I have up here, there are no locks either, but I don't put anything of value, so I guess I could do the same thing over there. But over there, it doesn't come with a little can like the other ones, so it's just like loose on the side of the bed. So personally, I don't use those at all. One of the things that I did like is that because this becomes your new platform on your bed, they have D-rings all in all of the corners. I personally just have a net on here at all times, just because I don't know if a friend's gonna call me up, or if a friend's gonna call me up, or whatever I'm gonna have to call. I'm ready to go. It doesn't come with a bed, by the way. It's just something that I got off Amazon, super cheap, and it came with their carabiners as well, or yeah, I don't know what they're called. It sounds kind of racist if you ask me. But yeah, this is deck drawer system. Pros and cons. Pros, as I mentioned before, pros is that if you are going to use it for overlanding camping, it has all of your equipment safe and secure. It's not loose and just all around your bed. You can have anything you want in it at any time. Like I said, I pretty much have it organized to be completely camp ready, from lights, stove, recovery equipment. Before, when I didn't have a rooftop tent, I had my tent in here as well. What else? One of the other pros about this deck drawer system is it's made out of plastic, so it's very lightweight compared to other materials, like using other companies use metal. Wood can also quickly get very heavy, so having something that is light, I didn't notice an impact on my fuel efficiency. I didn't even think about that when I purchased it, but then when I got worried and started to look into it, I didn't notice a difference. So that's pretty cool. So for the cons, here are a couple cons. Water gets trapped here easily. So whenever you're washing your truck and stuff, just make sure with that power hose, you just shoot a bit of water in there so it rinses out and it doesn't get all moldy and whatever. Another con to this that I've noticed is right here in the middle. Whenever I'm loading and unloading stuff, and I need to use my drawer system, I notice that the middle sags a lot. Like when I'm having to pull open the drawer and push it back in, if I've had weight, which is almost every single time I go camping, right? Because I load the bed, this will sag right here, and you always hear that kunk, kunk, kunk. So that's my special sound effects for you guys. That's something that I would take into consideration when purchasing this one. I know that they have the dual drawer system. You do lose a bit of capacity, but the durability, once again, because it has that midline support, it won't sag in comparison to this one where there is no midline support, and I've noticed it sag. And sometimes it takes a while for it to just bounce back and not be so low. So just know that is one of the cons. But if you're gonna go with the deck drawer systems, you're gonna have to pick your poison. Do you want something that you're okay with sagging a little bit and every once in a while it's a problem, or would you rather lose some space and have that midline support so that it doesn't sag? The other con to this is, I mentioned this before, you lose a lot of the depth of your bed. As you can see, I pretty much only have maybe 3/4 of a foot left when it comes to from the new platform all the way to the top. I personally don't care because I want to be camp ready, and I have a bit of space up here. But there's some people that they don't see the benefit of that, and that's okay. This specific model might not be for you. Maybe you want to DIY it and make it half the size. Maybe there's another company out there that does something else. Maybe you want to get rid of your whole entire bed space, so you want to fill it up and make it flush with the railing up here. Whatever you decide, it's really what you need it for, what you want it to do. For me, like I said, it does occupy a lot of space, but I love it. I personally wouldn't trade it for anything else at the moment. The only thing that I would actually love to see get fixed, hopefully in the future models, is that sag in the middle. That's kind of a bummer. But other than that, I would give this an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Like I said, I go back and forth between getting annoyed at that sag in the middle. I feel like it should be built well enough for it to. There's a bird on my camera right now. I feel like for the price, this shouldn't necessarily be a problem. But once again, that's just me. It works, it does its job, and I thoroughly love it. So that's the deck drawer system. So thanks for watching once again. I know it's kind of a lot, but it has a lot of features, and I want you guys to know. I want you guys to be informed, so when you guys make that decision, you guys are hearing some honest reviews about it. But yeah, thank you for watching Taco Overlanding. This is the deck drawer system, and I will see you guys soon.